Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Ruel Tolentino. I'm a surgical oncologist. I'm also the past president of the Philippine Society of Oncology and currently the chairman of surgery at the CEU School of Medicine. Welcome to our book review, and this is brought to you by the CCG Group. This is a group of people dealing with their own businesses. So we'll start. This is my background, as I have said, and I studied here in Metro Manila from LaSalle Ateneo. I'm also a graduate of the Surgical Oncology Program of St. Luke's Medical Center, where I am currently connected. Did you know that close kin, especially female relatives, and aging parents were most likely to be listed as difficult, according to a study by Offer and Fisher. When I saw this, I was very surprised. Why? Kasi ang sabi niya, female relatives. Yung aging parents, pwede because of dementia, because of attitude problems. And according to this study, ang mga difficult people, sila yung mga tao na no choice ka. Sila yung kasama mo lagi. Either your relatives, your co-employees, your co-students. Did you know that in Harvard Law School, dealing with difficult people is part of the curriculum of the program on negotiation? Therefore, this specific topic is really very important, especially if you are dealing with people. And did you know that there is a real course on developing positive relationships with difficult people at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte? Just imagine, you even need to enroll in a course on how to handle difficult people. Grabe, no? Mag-aaralan pa pala yun. But because of my knowledge of the topic and because of the book I have read, you don't have to imagine because tonight I will share with you some of the details which were emphasized in the book. As of this moment, pwede ko bang humiling sa inyo na in your mind or kung meron kayong papel dyan, meron kayong pwedeng sulatan, can you think of a person or persons who are very difficult to handle? So sa utak nyo lang, bigyan kayo ng mga 20 seconds. Isip-isip tayo. So later on, tingnan natin kung they are really difficult people. Yan, sabi ni Romina, I have a few. By the way, if you were invited by someone, kindly send a PM to them na you are here in the room attending and please thank the person who invited you. This is the truth. Difficult people are all around us. Wala kang magagawa eh. Especially if you're in the management position, you are a middle manager, or even a group leader. Ako nung bata-bata ako, when I was in training in surgery, yan, madami dyan. Madaming bully, maraming visit, maraming makapagsalita, eh akala mo eh sobrang galing. And at this time, now I'm handling people. sakit din pala sa ulo. Buti na lang I'm not in the HR department. Sakit sa ulo ang handling people. Big question. I am sure pag kayo ay nakakakita ng mga difficult people, ang unang tatanong, ano ba ang pwede kong gawin para mawala na sila sa buhay ko? Grabe, no? Or paano ka may iwasan to o paano ko ba to madidispatcha? Pagulo lang sa buhay. Yan ang problema natin. And it's very difficult to stay away from these people because sabi ko nga, they are our relatives o employees, kasama sa eskwelahan, kasama sa barangay. Another question, siguro, in the positive side, you will ask yourself, how can I understand them? Paano ko sila mauunawaan kaya? Yun ang magandang question kasi it's more positive. And another question, now that I understood these people, what can I do? What will be my reaction? Okay. A simple background about myself, I'm a surgeon, I'm a lecturer for different organizations, and I'm also a certified personal coach. That's why some of the leaders are here. Lahat po kami ng mga nahandito, mga leaders, they're also personal coaches. Now, know who they are. Sino ba itong mga difficult people na to? Don't worry, maikli lang to aking lecture. According to Amy Gallo, a Harvard University researcher, and he published an article 2020, there are 8 types of difficult people. Yan, game tayo ha. Yung you put a name in your paper, tingnan nyo kung magfo-fall sila under these categories. So these are the 8 types of difficult people. And according to Amy, this is the worst kind of difficult people. These are the passive, aggressive people. Ano ba yung passive, aggressive? Probably you can relate. Ito sila. Number 1, they will appear to comply with the needs of others but will then possibly resist following through. Ano to? Ito yung mga inutusan mo, pinagsabihan mo, pero hindi sumusunod. Siguro, ang hirap siguro noon. Siguro meron kang anak, meron kang pamangkin, may apo ka, passive-aggressive, lagi mo din sinidisiplina, sinasabi mo lagi na umuwi ng maaga sa bahay, hindi umuwi, gawin mo yung assignment, o gawin mo itong trabaho, yes lang na yes, pero hindi gagawin. Or makita mo sa bahay, after mo utusan ng hugasan ng plato, after several hours, nandun pa rin yung maruruming plato. Sila yon. And they also use indirect methods to express their thoughts and feelings so their intentions are never entirely clear. Ito yung kailangan mo marunong magbasa ng body language kasi meron silang feelings na akala nila naiintindihan ko pero at your side hindi mo sila naiintindihan talaga. Meron silang sariling mundo on how to express themselves normally according to them pero hindi mo pala kayang basahin. So their intentions are never entirely clear. So these are the passive aggressive. Kaya kayo nagkakaproblema, nag-aaway because of miscommunications. Ito I am sure you have already encountered some of these people. The insecure boss. Difficult person to. Meron akong ganyan dati, lagi nagagalit, nahirap. habit of finding small mistakes. Yung magkamali ka lang ng kapraso, sisigawan ka na. O kaya makadinig lang ng chismis from other people, ko-confront ka na without investigating the truth. Ano ba yung boss na ganito? Ulitin natin, ano sila? The insecure boss. Too much attention to insignificant details. Oo. Ay, natandaan ko to eh. Meron akong isa, nung nagte-training ako sa isang ospital, merong isa doon, na bago lang ako, first year ako, na bagong pasok sa ospital, lahat ng gawin ko mali. Eh kasi first year ako eh, ano na siya nung fourth year. Pinagtahi ako ng ng tiyan. Eh hindi nga ako marunong eh. Pinatanggal sa akin, hindi niya nagustuhan yung tahi. Okay? Yung ang meron kasi yan eh, yung kung nasa loob ka ng operating room, pag ikot mo, kailangan meron yung timing na ikot para hindi kayo magkabanggaan, hindi mo ma-sterilize yung uh, field, yun. Kada ikot mo, papagalitan ka. Masyadong metikuloso. Eh, nag-resign ako sa hospital na yun, so iba ako nag-train. Others are threats to them. Para sa kanila, hindi ka pwedeng umunlad. Dahil pag umunlad ka, masasapawan mo sila. So, meron ganyan mga tao. Mataas ang pride, hindi pwedeng sapawan dahil sila lang ang boss. Ito, isa pang mahirap. The pessimists. Who are the pessimists? Alam naman natin yung mga nega. Lahat ang sabihin mo, nega. We will not be able to do it. We will not be able to finish it. Masyado silang passive na lahat ng gawin mo, mali. O lahat ng gawin mo, hindi kayang gawin pala daw, according to him. Can never find anything positive to say. Yung mga pessimist, yung pag nakausap mo sa breakfast o sa lunchtime, kikwento niya sa inyo lahat ng kabisitan, lahat ng kamalasan ng nangyayari sa kanya. So what will happen? Pati ikaw affected. Yung kunyari, pang bababae ng kanyang asawa, pati yung kinikwento sa'yo, lahat ng negative. So ikaw, imbis na matuwa ka that day, negative din ang vibe mo. The victim. Ano ba yung the victim? Ito pa yan. Ang feeling niya, lahat ng tao galit sa kanya. Ang feeling niya, lahat ng tao, dinadown siya. According to Amy, this person feels everyone is against them. O feel everyone is against them. And blames others often. Biniblame niya ibang tao. Mahilig mag-blame. Nakakita na ba kayo ng ganun tao? Blame ng blame. Sisi ng sisi. Blames others often. Pag may nangyari sa kanya, hindi ako na-promote eh. Paano hindi ako mako-promote eh? Kasi kayo mga sip-sip. Iba mababa ang grades ko. Paano ako hindi bababa ang grades? Yung teacher ko eh, hindi marunong magturo. Okay? Ano pa? Yung asawa ko, nangangaliwa. Eh, ang bait-bait ko naman. Di ba? Mahirap yung ganun. The know-it-all. Ito ang pinaka nakakabwisit. I have so much encounter with those people na we know it all. Even kayo naman siguro. Kayo kasi, I don't know your career. Ano? Sa amin sa pagdodoktor, almost every day, meron kaming conference. Sa tulad kanina, maghapon ako sa St. Luke's. Oo. Ang problema dyan, pag nasingitan ka ng isang tao, the know-it-all, mabibisit ka kasi siya lang ang tama. Meron nga ako mga ganyan na encounter, lalo na sa mga senior consultants. Pag meron kaming conference, so I will say my piece, ang sasabihin nila, naku, mali yan. Ang problema, yung alam nila, obsolete na eh. Diba? For them, they are the smartest persons around. So, lahat ng dapat lahat ng desisyon sa kanilang mga gagaling. Nahirap yun, yung lahat ng desisyon sa kanya. Lahat ng plan kailangan dadaan sa kanya. Ang problem dito, sa mga know-it-all, yung yung empowerment. Hindi ka gaganahan magtrabaho kasi you are not empowered. 'Di ba? Always think they are right, lalo na sa mga kamag-anak, tito, tita, lola, lolo, parents mo, 'di ba? Yung ay, wag kang mag-nurse. Dapat sa'yo engineer. Ano nangyari? Hindi ka umasenso kasi you don't like that course. May kaibigan ako, mga kaibigan ko, mga napilit lang ng parents sa magme-medicine. Wala nangyari. Nag-quit. Isa nabuntis. Kasi hindi na talaga gusto ang medicine. Ito ang the visit pa na isa, tormentor. Pasensya na kayo sa terms ko kasi I have encountered these people. The tormentor. Naku, ito, lalo na yung mga big boss. Ano ba yung tormentor na visit? Sorry for the term ha. I am sure ganun din ang feeling nyo. Mistreats others. Basta kahit anong klaseng mistreatments, yun na lang, lahat. Wala silang respect, hindi ka ginagalang as a person, and they will make your life miserable. Gusto mo umasenso, pinupull down ka, di ba? Ang tawag diyan yung the tormentor. Lahat ang gawin mo, mali, tsaka hindi ka binibigyan ng importansya. Ganun na lang. Lagi kang inaasar, binibisit. Ito, the bias. Ito, hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit nasama to the bias. So, tiningnan ko sa explanation, ano ba yung the bias? Sabi nila, sorry this is their this is the definition of the author. So, ang the bias daw, these are the insensitive statements, questions, or assumptions. Yung mahilig silang mag-comment, yan nga, inappropriate and harmful comments. Mahilig silang magsalita ng pabalang, may sarcastic, kasi nga, yun ang personality na sarcastic na ang lahat ng lumalabas sa bibig sa kanila, parang you are not a good person. Sensitive statements, questions, or assumptions. I am sure, hindi nyo naman matatandahan lahat ito, pero I know the feeling. I will give you the link for the slides later on. Okay, mag-alala, bibigyan ko kayo ng ng slides. So you can review, pwede nyo rin ma-share sa group nyo. Okay nga, according to Romina, they have prejudice and they share it. Ang hirap. Next, the political operator. Ito ang matindi. Ano ba yung political operator? Ito yung mga sipsip. Nako. Nangyari na sa akin yan. Nung ako ay nagte-training, may mga sipsip. Pag nagkamali ka, diretso agad sa taas. So, papagalitan ka naman sa taas. Yan yung wala akong pakialam, kailangan ako lang aangat. Fixated on getting ahead. Wala akong pakialam sa inyo, no? Basta ako, aangat ako lahat ng gagawin ko sa opisina na to, gagawin ko sa school na to para umangat ako, iwanan ko kayo. Kailangan ako ang leader. Kailangan ako sikat. Ako ang CEO. Ako ang principal. Ako ang chairman. Ako ang head. Ako ang presidente. Okay? I need this. So kung hindi kayo susunod, diyan kayo sa buhay nyo.